Chase Blue Futon, in another movie out of the box or out of the wall is Youth in Revolt. Have I seen this movie? Yes. And I do remember watching it back in the day. When did this come out? 2010. Okay. I do remember not really liking it when I bought it. But let me go rewatch Youth in Revolt and see if I think it will be a better movie or if it's not athletic on that one, guys. So what is Youth in Revolt about? Well, it is a sex comedy starring Cera, Rooney, Zach Galifianakis, Ray Liotta, Steve Buscemi, Justin Long, and others, just to name a few. Well, with this movie, he's a high schooler, 16 years old, and he's at his mom's house, and she has this horrible boyfriend who's Zach Galifianakis. He tries to sell a car to the Navy, or not really Navy, 3 sailors, and they are threatening to kill him because the car is a piece of crap. So they go to a cabin in the woods, which really isn't a cabin in the woods. It's a trailer in the woods where he meets the love of his life. And in doing so, he realizes he's kind of vanilla. She's got a French boyfriend and everything. So Cera has a second identity, if you want to put it that way, his bad boy character, to try to get kicked out of his mom's house to move to his dad's place, which his dad has moved next to his girlfriend, or he wants to be girlfriend. And in doing so, he does some crazy stuff, burning down a house, burning down a town, and doing awful things to other people. So what I like about this movie, this is a very, very much a sex comedy. It actually is pretty funny. Like I said, before, or when I watched it, I thought it was an alright movie, but I actually think it's actually a way better movie than people give it out to be, or what I remember it to be. It's funny, it has heart, it is a good sex comedy, and it is a short movie, and with that, I enjoy it. Because with movies like this, you can kind of go overboard of what they're trying to do with these characters, but this one is very short, simple, to the point. You understand what these characters are trying to do, and it is funny that way. There are some pretty hysterical scenes in this movie, especially one with the car, him trying to throw a car in a lake. I thought that was actually pretty hysterical. Some sex innuendos, one with mushrooms. I thought that was actually a pretty funny one with the finger. But other than that, it's just a simple comedy, guys. What do you watch with my parents? I wouldn't watch with my mom, not even close. Because this is a very sex-centric movie, let's put it that way. Everything about this movie is sex. 90% of this movie is sex. With Cera's mom, with Cera, with Zach Galifianakis, with what Ray Liotta does, with Steve Buscemi. Every aspect of this movie is sex. So, if that's uncomfortable for you, I wouldn't watch this movie. But overall, it's written well, it's directed well. I wouldn't call it harmless because, I mean, if you call sex harmless, and it is a harmless movie, but overall, Youth in Revolt, it's a good, not clean comedy. Back when Cera, okay, yes, the only thing I disagree with is I just don't believe Cera being 16 years old in this movie. Not at all. Like, 0%. Like, I just don't, I guess my mental aspect of, like, super bad and everything. Like, I know this was in 2010, but him playing a 16-year-old, make it 17 or 18, like he's a senior in high school, like a sophomore. But yeah, good supporting cast this movie. I laughed. Is it over the top? On some aspects it is, just like what he would do to get this girl. And some of it is pretty, like, oh, you're willing to do that? Kind of weird. But hey, what can you say? It was a 2010 sex comedy. So Youth in Revolt will receive 3.5 out of 5, but Futon's at 70%. So see the critics' new scores gave this one. So you have the critics at 66% with 170 of them, and the audience of 52% with 114,587. And before I give the critic consensus, I was probably in that 52% range when I first saw this in 2010. I'm bumping this up, guys. I really think it's a better movie, but here's critic consensus. It may not entirely do its source material justice, but Michael Arteta's Youth in Revolt is a fun, funny comic romp that lets Cera stretch a little and introduces filmgoers to a major find in Portia Doubleday. So Portia Doubleday is the love interest of Cera, and I will have to agree with most of that. I don't know what the source material is. It is based off a book. Never read the book, just saw the movie. So, like I said, I didn't like it the first time I watched it, but I actually think it's a better movie. It is a good, aged well movie. So do you give my 70%, the 66, or the 52? Chase out the Blue Futon, like, comment, subscribe. One of them is Bhutan-topia. You Bhuftonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Peace and love. Peace and love. Youth and Revolt. Finger in the butthole. What?